Hey, I'm Candace Scalise with CBS 21 News. Today we are talking to Alex Thill. She spoke with a family today after a 13-year-old was attacked at a park. So this happened, I would say in broad daylight, Alex, 6 o'clock. So it probably wasn't that dark yet. Give us a little bit more info about where you are and what you learned today speaking with that boy and his family.
Yeah, hi Candace. Hi everybody. So I'm at Wirt Park right now in Hanover, and this attack happened on Tuesday night. So I spoke with a 13-year-old. His name is Elijah, and his mother today. And you're looking at the park where this all happened, is what Elijah tells me. He says he was sitting on a bench like that when kids at that pavilion started screaming slurs, not necessarily at him, but just in general. And that's when he was looking over at them. And he tells me that's when it all went down. That's when they started shooting at him with airsoft pellets. And he said he got hit in the head, in the arms, in the hips, and he started to just walk away and remove himself from the situation. And says he was away for a bit, came back because he didn't notice that the kids were there. And then he was attacked again. He was kicked, he was punched, he was pushed to the ground. And Elijah is 13 years old. You're probably wondering why he was at the park by himself to begin with. And his mom, she was at a counseling session. She told me she's dropped him off at this park many times before. She dropped him off at around 4:40 in the afternoon. So like you mentioned, pretty much broad daylight. Told him she would be back at 6:30 at night. And around 6:15 is when this all took place. So as the sun was kind of setting, and in the past, she's picked him up at 6:30, no issues. This time she came back at 6:30 and Elijah was covered in blood and was crying. The girls who had seen everything go down, they were around him. They had allegedly stopped the attack. They were also crying. So clearly a very different situation than what she is used to after leaving him in this park.
That's really scary. Have police been contacted about this? What do you know from them?
Yes. So the mother did call police. The attackers ran away when this happened, so they weren't on the scene when police showed up. We also reached out to police today. I went to the Hanover police station. They told me they are investigating this incident, but because it's an ongoing investigation, there wasn't anything that they could share with me at this time.
Okay. So that could still develop. Do we know anything? Is there any video of the attack happening or anything like that?
So it's funny you mentioned that because we had not seen anybody in the area today. We do see now some people living at homes around the area that we are going to try also later after we get off this to ask if anybody has any footage, because from what Andrea and her son tell me today, nobody had any footage of this. Nobody took any pictures. Police have pictures of Elijah immediately following the incident. He tells me he actually had to grab one of the pellets from the gun that was embedded in his head and pull it out. And you'll see tonight at 5 and 6, Elijah still has a swollen eye. He has some bruising on his temple from where he said he was hit. So you'll see all of that tonight as well. But as of what we know, nobody has any footage of the actual attack.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because you want whoever's responsible. I know the mom was saying she wants consequences for these kids' actions who attacked her son if he really was just sitting there, minding his own business.
Right.
How are they doing now a few days later?
He's been out of school this whole week while he's been recovering. His mother is pretty shaken up by this whole thing, especially leaving her son alone. Now she doesn't want him out of her sight. So had him home the entire time. And Elijah was, using a bit of humor today when I spoke with him, coping with that way. He said they threw a bunch of rocks at him, but they missed and they hit some other things and they weren't going to get him. So he does have a bit of humor up there, but his mother says that's how he reacts to a lot of situations, things like this of that nature. So she seems a bit more scarred by the incident than he does. He told me the scariest part about this whole thing is how everyone else around him has reacted to it. His friends, his family, his teachers, everybody has been so, incredibly scared for him. And that in turn has made him more afraid of the whole situation.
Sure. Yeah. Because when the people who you turn to for safety and reassurance are scared or feel afraid, then it's real like, wait, is this as bad as they're saying it is, kind of thing, right? Exactly. So poor kid. Wow. Well, I hope that hopefully we can get more information from police and someone has some video to help with the investigation. So I'm looking forward to hearing from both him and his mom tonight at 5 and 6 on our newscast too. And then afterwards we'll post that interview on our website on cbs21.com too. Anything else that I didn't ask you, Alex, that you wanted to add?
No, I think just tune in tonight at 5 and 6, and you'll hear from Elijah and his mother specifically about the attack. So you'll hear a firsthand account of what he says happened.
Yeah.
So tune in for that if you want to hear that.
Yeah, just crazy. I did want to ask you one other thing. There was some like terrorizing that was happening in New York City, and I know you got an update on that today. What did you find out about that? Because that involved, unrelated to this, but that also involved kids who were basically terrorizing a family.
Yes. So if you've been watching this week, you might have seen the story on Tuesday that I did where I was in York City and I spoke with a woman whose house has been being shot at by pellet guns. There is video of that, which you can find on our website as well. And police did provide an update that they had a 14 and 15-year-old identified who are responsible. And the 15-year-old in that case is actually from Hanover. Now, there's no connection confirmed, but that is something to note. So, we do have that update that there are identifications of some of the people responsible there. So we will continue to monitor that and keep you all updated as we learn more, because we're now knowing that there are a larger group of kids who were involved in that specific incident in York.
Yeah. Okay. So unrelated, but I knew that one of the kids was from Hanover. So just wanted to point that out as you're working on this story in Hanover too. Alex, thank you for an update on that. And we'll see you tonight on CBS 21 News, 5 and 6 o'clock.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. Thank you guys. And you can always hang out on our YouTube page, check on all of our past stories, and head to our website, cbs21.com for the latest full length information.